afternoon everybody, happy Friday. I thought we'd do a bit of a cook dinner with me type of video. However, you can't actually see me cooking anything because I don't have a nice little setup. After 6 years of doing YouTube, I still don't own any of the gadgets that make making videos easier. And I'm obviously on my phone because the camera, which is here, is now very much dead. It does come on and the lens comes out, which it wasn't doing, and it goes away again and it makes all the relevant sounds, but there is nothing at all on the screen. Completely blank. So maybe I could get the screen replaced, I don't know, or maybe it's just goodbye to the camera after burning it and then throwing it in a stream. I mean, you couldn't even make it up. So yeah, there's no gadgets to actually make filming a cook with me video worth watching, but for people that like just me talking at a camera, hello, here I am. I'm cooking spaghetti bolognese, did I already say that? About to get, oh no, off I go, I thought I was about to get mummed. I did, seriously, I am considering changing my name. It's just constant, mum, 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 all the time at the moment. But I wanted to start by saying thank you to everybody who has left lovely comments for Summer, for her GCSE results. She absolutely smashed it. She, as she said, she ate it up. I just, honestly, I was worried because she started her job and Summer loves money. Doesn't any teenage girl love money? And I was really concerned that she was working a lot and that time could have been spent revising. But she knocked it out of the park. She's done amazing. She's got all of the grades and more that she needs for college. And we found out that she was actually only 2 marks away from a 6 in her English, which is a little bit annoying because 2 marks, what's 2 marks? And also her pass in maths wasn't just scraped by a pass, it was a good pass. Again, the grade boundary I think was 42 points and she got 49. So in the grand scheme of how grade boundaries work, that was a good, you know, she didn't just scrape it by with the right amount of points or one extra. She did really well. So yeah, super proud of her. Thank you to everyone who left lovely comments. I know she'll have read them all. She is trying to edit a vlog for her channel of her going to the Taylor Swift concert, but she's a little worried because there's kind of like rules and regulations when you post on YouTube of posting obviously like copyright and stuff, so she's hoping to get out a Taylor Swift vlog. I've seen other channels have managed it, so hopefully she will. So that's the next thing that she's hoping to achieve on her YouTube channel. But yeah, results day is been and done, prom is been and done, last day of school, all of that. We are almost, I was saying to Kev yesterday that we are, oh, just dropped half a pepper on the floor. We're almost at the end of all of our big things that are happening this year. So, like I said, we've had prom, we've had results day, we've had our holiday, we've just got Bella's birthday. So it's Bella's birthday next week, is it? What date are we on today? 23rd. A week and a day to go. Next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend will be Bella's birthday. And then, yeah, it's a big birthday, it's our 18th. And then we're on to our birthdays. Oh, my children's birthdays all happen to happen on the run up to Christmas. But yeah, it feels like everything has gone by now. All the things that we had to look forward to are all done and dusted. But yeah, that's life, isn't it? You have all those things that you get excited about, and then before you know it, you blink and it's all over. A bit like the UK summer. Because, you know, I can't do a video without talking about the weather. But yeah, the UK summer has been and gone pretty quick as well. Can't believe how close we are now to like the new term, back to school sort of thing. I've still got a fair bit of school uniform and the dreaded school shoe shop to do with Riley. It's Kev's weekend off, hallelujah. I think we might try and tackle that this weekend. Just pause then because Riley came downstairs and he has a friend over, which I completely forgot about. But yeah, we just grab out a saucepan or a big pan to cook this bit of bolognese in from my really tidy cupboard, which is really easy to get things out of. Not. I would so love to live in a big house with a big kitchen with nice big massive cupboards. That would make my day. But yeah, thank you for everyone who sent lovely comments for summer. I have been absolutely useless at replying to my comments. I've been terrible and I'm sorry, and I am going to try and be better, but I've just had I've been having a bit of a time of it, which you've probably gathered, and I did say in the last vlog that, you know, I'm being chewed up and spat out at the moment, but what's been bothering me the most is now okay. About 6 weeks ago, I started to get a tenderness in my armpit, and I was aware of it in like the morning when I put like a roll on deodorant. I'd do this arm and then I'd do this arm and I'd be like, oh, that's a bit sore. And then I would have a little gander, a little press. I'd be like, oh, that actually hurts quite a bit. So I started to worry, and then the more I worried, the worse it was. Because when I worried, I Googled, and when you Google, you get told the worst. And I was already thinking the worst because as a child, one of my early memories was visiting my nan after she had a operation to treat her lymphoma. And she had lymphoma, she also had breast cancer and a lot of other, you know, through my whole childhood, I just remember my nan often being very poorly. So I was panicking and worrying, and I have been panicking and worrying, and I stopped shaving my armpits for a week. I stopped wearing deodorant and tried all different things to try and make it better. And for a little while it did feel okay, and I thought, oh, whatever it was, it's gone away and it's fine now. And then it came back, and it came back about 2 weeks ago. And again, if I have a touching it, it hurts. If I look at both of my armpits, although there's nothing like, there's no like physical lump or anything, but this one does look slightly swollen on the skin. So I've been panicking and worrying, which is why I've been very absent in the YouTube world and in my own world. Really, I haven't really been doing a lot. I started off the summer holidays with all of this, you know, determination, and I was out doing something every day and planning something every day. And then as I've become more and more worried about this in my armpit, I've done less and less, and days are just rolling into another whilst I worry. And Kev was saying to me, go to the doctors, and I've been like, no, it'll be fine, it'll go away on its own. And the reason I didn't want to go to the doctors is because I've been absolutely terrified that I'd get bad news, and if I get bad news, who's going to look after the kids? Because I've been thinking that much about it, that deeply, that I'm thinking, this is it, this is going to be really bad, it's going to be a big C, and I'm not ready to go on that. Oh, sorry, apparently I'm talking to this phone over here, which I definitely am not. This is my old phone that the kids use. So yeah, I've been thinking the worst, and how on earth am I going to fit this into my life when I'm already so busy with everything else that's going on. So I've just been avoiding it and just trying to pretend it's not happening. And then I saw my mum, and I spoke to my mum, and my mum was like, I'm giving you until 10 o'clock tomorrow to ring the doctors. And I still didn't. And then this morning, Kev rang me up and said, I don't care what you say, I've taken it into my own hands, I've called the doctors, you've got an appointment this afternoon. So I've just been to that, and I just should have gone ages ago, because it's not even anything, it's nothing bad. I saw a doctor who is super lovely. He's not our family doctor, but whenever I do see this doctor, especially with the children, he is so informative, and he really explains everything. And he opens up a cupboard door and brings out a model to explain what's wrong with my armpit. and it's called folliculitis, and it is a inflammation of the hair follicle. So he says it's something that you've used, maybe, you know, you've used a different soap, you've tried a different deodorant, worn a different item of clothing that you've not worn before, or something that's slightly too tight. But anyway, whatever it was, something has caused this folliculitis. And he showed me this model, and on one side of the model it was all like a good, healthy, happy armpit and happy hair follicle, and on the other side it was like a folliculitis situation where the hair is stuck and the follicle is blocked and swollen and sore. So that is what it is, and all I have to do is use hydrocortisone cream, which I have in my house, in my medicine tub. I even already have what I needed to treat this that I've been stressing and worrying and upsetting myself over for the last several weeks. I actually have the treatment in the medicine cabinet, so I'm feeling a little bit stupid right now, but I just, you know, I'm not going to be the only person that's thought, I'm just going to ignore it, head in the sand, it'll all go away on its own situation. So I'm really glad that I've got that out of the way. I'm just going to get the mints.
Mum?
Yes, yeah?
Can you put some water in this and put it in our toilet so we can play?
Can I put some water in that? A little bit?
Yeah.
Only a little bit? You're going to do it, are you? I do not want that all over my carpets. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully now I can get my head out of the sand. You be really careful, and if you haven't filled up too much, like I said, just a little bit, you shouldn't then spill it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, now I can try and get myself back to being more present with life and everybody, including. I'll ask Felicity to help you. I'm in the middle of trying to break up the awful backpacked Sainsbury's mints. I still can't with this mince, it's still awful. So I'm going to try and be more present in my real life as well as my YouTube life, and start getting back to replying to your comments and having those conversations. My Instagram inbox is the same, it's just full of unopened messages because I haven't been able to have my head anywhere else. I've just been, worrying whilst avoiding. Worrying, but not actually being proactive in sorting it out, so I no longer have to worry, head in the sand, and just shut everybody out. So yeah, that's what's been going on for the last few weeks. But it's now almost the end of August, and how fast has that gone? How fast has it gone? Trying to plan Sienna's birthday at the moment. She doesn't really want a lot for her birthday. I mean, they're both in there at the moment playing Barbies. That's probably the first time they've played Barbies in weeks. The toys just sit there untouched, and that's partly because we go out, and partly because they just sit on their tablets or watch the television. So when they have actually got their tablets, they're in the car. I've not taken them off of them, unlike Riley, who doesn't have a PlayStation at the moment again. But they will just, they'll just ignore their toys, and instead they will go on tablets to watch television. So when it comes to trying to, get ideas for Sienna, I mean, Reese even called me this morning from France because it's Reese's payday. So he rang me first thing this morning and said, what does Sienna want for her birthday? Because I'm going to buy her birthday present now, so it's done. And I was like, I couldn't tell you because I'm struggling myself. There is nothing out there that she really, really wants that I know of or that she's mentioned. So I think we're going to take her out for the day instead and have a day out. So we're thinking of either Chessington, Legoland, probably be between those two, to be honest, and maybe do an overnight stop and then go into London for a day, because we didn't go to the Eras tour. Trust me, I am so gutted, and I had such bad FOMO whilst everyone else was at the Eras tour, But I have seen that there is a Taylor Swift exhibit type thing, all of her like costumes and such. It's called the Songbook Trail at the V&A Museum in Kensington, and it's there until the 8th of September, so I'm kind of part tempted to do an overnight stay and then go into London for a day, but that also terrifies me because London is big and scary, and every time we have been to London I've ended up being massively overwhelmed and like overstimulated and be like, get me back home. I can't deal with the busyness. It's like a whole, when you're from the sleepy southwest, when you go to places like London, it's like you've walked into another world. So yeah, I'm not really sure. So if anyone has any ideas at all for what we could potentially do for Sienna's birthday, then...
It's in 17 days.
Oh, we're not like we're counting down or anything. She doesn't know what she wants, but she definitely is counting down. We're thinking Chesington at the moment, aren't we, Sienna?
Yeah.
Are you still thinking Chesington?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, what I'm thinking about is Taylor Swift market.
Yeah, and she wants to see if she can still get Taylor. So at this V&A museum, they've also got Taylor Swift merch. So she did say, well, she did ask originally to have her ears re-pierced. So if you've been here for a very, very long time, you might remember the day Sienna got her ears pierced. And let's just say the piercing was not the best, and her hole on one of the ears is where you would put the second piercing, not the first. So they're like really lopsided. And one day the butterfly went inside her earlobe. I picked her up from preschool one afternoon, and the teacher said she's complaining about her ear hurting. It's a bit red, and then I looked and I was like, where's the butterfly? And I felt it, which was making her wince, and I could feel the butterfly was inside her earlobe. So we ended up having to go to A&E and get that removed, and she's not worn earrings since. So she was saying, I want to get my ears re-pierced. And now we've mentioned to her the possibility that if she wanted, we could go to this museum with the Taylor Swift outfits. She's now like, I don't want my ears pierced, I just want Taylor Swift merch. So I don't know, I have no idea. I'm being really indecisive, not really sure what to do. But we don't have long. We're also going to celebrate her birthday before her birthday because they've got inset days, not that that makes any difference for Sienna because she doesn't go to school, in the first week of September. So a lot of schools will have gone back, and I'm thinking it might be quieter because most schools will have gone back because they won't all have inset days like we have. So it doesn't give me very long, less than 17 days, to make up my mind what on earth we're going to do for Sienna's birthday. But I definitely think somewhere like Chesington is on the agenda. But at the same time, I'm still not 100% sure if she'll even do rides. She has done rides in the past, but not for a while, and not the sort of rides you get at places like Chesington. But then again, we'll never know if we don't try. Right, what am I looking for? Mixed herbs. No. Yes, there we go. Chuck some of those in there. Have a dog. Could hear something in the hallway. We've got some. No, not that one. Oh, do you know what? We tidy this cupboard. Not that you can see. It's probably a good thing that we can't. Tidy this cupboard, and then it ends up in a mess again, and you can't find anything. But then when you do find stuff, you've got multiple of the same thing. Like there's about 3 soy sauces all on the go right now. 3 of them. Not that. Found it. Got some red wine stock and some beef stock and some Worcester sauce to go in. I think everybody cooks spaghetti bolognese different, don't they? Everyone has their own preference and way of cooking it. My mum adds Marmite. I like a teaspoon of Marmite to her spaghetti bolognese, and I love it. Whereas when I've done it in our house, Kev doesn't like it. He likes Marmite, but he doesn't like it in spaghetti bolognese. I would add some red wine, but the red wine's been open for quite some time on the side, so I'm going to just go with the red wine stock pot and play it safe, because I don't want to end up with spoiling the entire dinner. Chuck a couple of those in, a bit of this. Yeah, about that much will do. And some passata. And then I'm almost done. Kev should be on his way home from work, and he's going to bring home the spaghetti, because I'm minus the main thing. Oh, I need to be shopping as well tonight. It's been over a week since I last went food shopping, and it's now back to that point where it's desperate measures. It's needed, like right now, like 3 days ago, because otherwise I just keep going back and forwards to the local shops, and it's spend. Every time you're popping back and forwards. Right, and then the last thing, which everybody's going to moan about, mushrooms. I normally chop them up super tiny, so they can't pick them out, and then they have no choice but to eat them. But yes, Lucy, I'm putting mushrooms in. I've actually just sliced them so they can pick them out. Hopefully, however, they won't pick them out and they'll eat them because they're good for them. Would be nice. It would be good. Nah. You know, I mean, I guess I'm quite kind of lucky that they do eat pretty well. They're not too fussy. Although I do find this sort of thing goes down better than the more like what I call like the summery meals. When I have more of those sorts of meals where it's all on the table and it's picky, Sienna doesn't eat so well. But when it's all, you know, when it's portioned up on a plate and put in front of her, she does eat a lot better. So unlike most people who see the slow cooker on the side and go, oh no, what is it? Sienna actually loves like a hearty type meal that's, yeah, cooked in the slow cooker or cooked like this and plated up and put in front of her. That's how she eats better. Start thinking now as well about what we're going to do for her home education. I need to show you, I still haven't even shown you. See, this is the thing, when I don't vlog properly for a while, I lose myself in it all, and then I don't remember where I left off. But the shelves are up. I would show you right now, but I'm not going to, because it's an absolute bomb site in that room, because they've got every single Barbie thing out. But I'm not going to, you know, I'm just happy they're playing together, not arguing, and not on a tablet or watching the telly, because they don't even watch the TV. Please tell me, I know it can't possibly be my children, but I would love an old-fashioned television, you know, not a smart TV, because they can, you know, like they access so much now, so they can go on YouTube and they can watch YouTube shorts on the TV, and that's what they'll do. They won't put on like a TV program. They'll put on something on YouTube or YouTube shorts, and then it's that quick fire. What do they call it? I was listening to someone talking about this the other day. I think it was a part of a podcast I was listening to, and it was talking about how damaging it is to be watching this short form content where you're just swiping, and because our human brain is not designed to meet that many people, so like you are feeding so many things and people into your brain, and the human brain isn't equipped for it. So this short form content, if not used responsibly, is really damaging. And of course a child doesn't know how to use it responsibly and how to be disciplined with it, and that's us as parents need to you know, do the disciplining with it, obviously not telling them off, but making sure they're not watching too much of it. But yeah, they'll go in there and it's flick, watching all this, and it's crap, it's utter rubbish. It's always really high-pitched, squealy American girls, like pre-teen, teen girls, with squishies and slime and all sorts of stuff, and it's so loud and it's so squealy and it drives me mad, absolutely mad. So yeah, whilst they're playing, I'm going to leave them to it, but I will remember to show the shelves because that's really exciting. But yeah, the shelves are up. I just need to, I think I'm going to have to get a new printer. I'm looking at my printer as if it's over there, but I've actually moved it into the front room. We've got a HP printer, but apparently it's now too old to sign up to the HP Instant Ink program. So then you have to go out and buy the ink cartridges and they're expensive. So I think what I might actually do is just upgrade the printer for a newer one and sign back up to the HP ink program. And then once I've got some, at the moment I've only got black ink and I've not even got a lot of that. But as soon as I've got that sorted and got some coloured ink, I'm going to print out some like nice aesthetic looking posters with like learning stuff, like a world map and stuff like that, and put those up on the shelves, and yeah, hopefully make that a nice learning area where I can do Sienna's English, maths, that sort of thing. I'm definitely still leaning more towards the not fully unschooling, because there's this whole thing going around about like traditional home education and unschooling and world schooling. Now obviously I'm not world schooling because I haven't got millions in the bank. I don't really want to do formal schooling, because the reason Sienna's being home educated is because she doesn't do well in a school environment, so it would be absolutely useless for me to try to create a school environment in the home. It would just be a really silly thing to do. But I don't want to go completely like unschooling, earth mother, like, you know, just go out in the dirt and learn through that. I don't want to still do, you know, the basics of English, maths, science, those things. But I don't think we'll be following any sort of curriculum. It'll be more just led by where Sienna's at with her understanding of things, really. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the whole home ed. And my spaghetti bolognese is nearly cooked. What time is it? 10 to 5. Kev should be in any minute. And he's going to say, here's your pasta that I picked up on the way home. And I'm going to go, yes, you did. And I'm going to pop it in that pan of boiling water that I forgot to boil. Because I've been talking and I've not put on the pan of water to boil. Back to the nice cluttered cupboard. 2 seconds. And I can see Kevin walking down the road. But yeah, Riley hasn't got a PlayStation, as I already said. He has been out with his friends. When I took the girls to Kev earlier on, I seen him in the park with about 6 other boys, and all their bikes are all scattered all over the field, and they were playing football, and I was like, wow. And he did the same thing yesterday. In fact, one of the mums put on her Facebook status yesterday how nice it was to be ambushed by a load of pre-teens when she got home who would come to call for her son. And it's just amazing what happens when you take away the electronics. So yeah, his PlayStation is gone for the foreseeable, and he's now out there enjoying being out and about with his mates. So I'm not sure how long it will be gone for, but forever would be nice. I am very much tempted to do forever, but I feel like that might be a little bit mean. But anyway, yeah, Kev's home. I'm going to put my pasta in, and that is dinner all cooked.
What has 4 legs? What does it walk? You.
Table.
Chair.
How hungry are you, Riley?
Not that. It's normal.
Normal hungry?
Normal.
Did you eat
Lots and lots of cheese.
Did you eat lots of sweets at the park?
Not too many.
Well, he took a big bag of M&M's with him.
We had M&M's.
Right.
We had M&M's, Tampast sticks, and just noodles.
Noodles?
Those sweet noodles.
Oh, right, okay.
And we all shared them.
So quite a lot of sweets then.
No.
I'm not going to ask me how hungry I am.
Hey?
Not going to ask you how hungry I am.
How hungry are you, Kat?
Starving.
Starving. I'm getting pasta all over the kitchen side. We need a new pasta spoon.
Why?
Well, ours broke.
I use the meat form.
Yeah?
Yeah, twirl it round and then scoop it off.
Okay. I'll just dish up some when she gets home. Mushrooms are so big because mushrooms are so good for you. They're full of vitamin D, which is really
I
good
get
for you.
loads of vitamin D. I go outside every day.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You go outside every day if you don't have a PlayStation. There you go then.
No, I usually go out to a park for Baldwins.
It's quite fun having a PlayStation, I reckon. It looks like you're having much more fun than when you have got a
Only when I have
PlayStation.
money.
Well, start doing chores more.
That's what I do.
Every
Every
night.
night. And I still haven't earned no pocket money.
What you do last night?
Oh, please put the cookies in.
You went to chocolate.
Where are the cookies? Riley, I think this is going to be absolutely gigantic. Whilst I was at work today, Riley has been making cookies.
Oh yeah,
But-
they said that's the exact recipe.
I said to him,
Those
we've
are-
got no chocolate chips, so just smash up some chocolate bars, and this is how big the chunks of chocolate are. But
That's
we'll
not
see
my
how they
chocolate.
turn out.